Good morning. I'm Carolyn Tate, and I'm the author of Brave Women Write and also the founder of the Brave Women Writers Circles. I decided to interview a number of the women who have joined the circle just to see how they're getting on, and hopefully their stories will inspire more women to write their story. Today, I'm talking to Kirsty Harding. Hi, Kirsty. And Kirsty is an environmental and sustainability professional working at Bupa. And she describes herself as a novice writer. You've written a few poems and stories, but not really shared them over the years. So thanks for joining us, Kirsty.
Hi, Carolyn.
We'll kick off by asking you why you joined the circle.
It was maybe serendipity that I picked up, like I was looking through LinkedIn and I saw your book again. And the first time I saw your book was the Purpose Project. And it was in a time in my life when I was asking myself, what's my real purpose? And I always felt purposeful writing. And when the Brave Women Write book came out, I had to get it because it was at the back of my head after COVID. And during COVID, my writing was actually better, and I had more time to think. My daughter had left for uni, so my main job of being a mom was lesser, but not as prominent. So I decided, you know what, it's time for me to write again. And this inspired me. So I joined your test circle, as you call it, and it was amazing. I felt I belonged there. I felt the feelings that I felt, the other women also felt, and I resonated with them. And it's very hard for me sometimes to feel I belong with a group of people, and I feel I belong with you all. So
that's beautiful. And it kind of links into your writing project, that subject of belonging, doesn't it? Do you want to share that?
So my daughter's turning 21, and I wanted to do something special for her. First, I thought I'd write a whole series of poems, but I've already written them, and it's already in a book, handwritten. So I said, I want to do something that. And my mom's turned 85, and we've such a beautiful history, and not many people know my culture. Everyone comes and asks me, where are you from? Oh, are you Indian? What language do you speak? It's just queer, it's people wanting to know more about you. And I come from I'm Anglo-Indian, and it's really hard for me to explain that. And it was really hard for me to explain that to my daughter and that culture. So I wanted to write a story about our family's journey through an identity and our challenge of where we actually belong. And what I was noticing is my daughter is getting older. She was also asking very similar questions. And this is the reason why I wanted her to have my story, my mom's story, my grandmom's story. And from that, maybe she will understand where we came from and that part of her, how it shapes her and who she is today.
Oh, wow. That's so beautiful. The subject of belonging and belonging culturally, and in a country like Australia, and with everything we've got coming up with The Voice and things, not that I want to get into that, but also there's a place where women's stories belong in history. Like women's stories have been forgotten, obliterated, suppressed, never told. And I think the thing that I'm loving about the circle is that everyone in the group is telling women's stories, which matter. By us all telling these stories, we're in some way rebalancing history. And so there's a universal purpose for your writing, but also a personal purpose for your family, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just recently, someone told me there's three F's, which are really important: family, friends, and foundations. And
Mm.
so I thought that I could add that to my, and when I was looking at my book, it's all about the foundations I grew up with, and how it built who I am. And that is why I'm a strong, brave woman, is because of the foundations. And I need to share those foundations so that my daughter knows, and I hopefully, and my husband and me have given her those foundations too.
Well, that's beautiful. It's really good. So what have you found in terms of the value of writing with other women? Like, how have you found that?
It holds me accountable, number one.
Yes.
I think it's my imposter syndrome that makes me procrastinate, and I just go off somewhere and do something else. But this coming every Friday, being present, it's keeping me stable and getting on to my writing. Otherwise, I would have jumped off to something else by now. Also, we share our stories while we are in the circle. They're heartfelt, they're authentic. It comes from us within. And what I realized is they could easily be my sisters or my friend, my tribe, because I've got to know them now, and that connection is beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
And that's only over Zoom. Wait till we get together.
Yes, oh gosh. I think we need a lot of tissues or handkerchiefs, a lot of them, because it is emotional, but we're women, and it is our way of dealing with things, is being emotional. And that's one thing that the circles brought in out of me, is emotions that I never thought I would bring up again, but they're beautiful. They're not all bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, all emotions matter, and all stories matter too. That's lovely. Thanks, Kirsty. What's unraveling that's surprising you in this circle, either about your story or about the group? Or
what's surprising is everyone's talking, like writing a story about other women, but I could see the threads that are actually intertwining between our stories. And when someone is talking about their experience or their story, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me. So I feel I resonate so well. And that's where I realize we all are connected. We all have some shared experiences, but are different stories, but they're shared feelings. And at the end of that's my unraveling truth, is at the end, what matters is how people made us feel, how we felt, not what we achieved in wealth or glory, or if we climbed a mountain, but how we felt about it, and how did we impact others while we did that. So that's my unraveling truth about it, is the feelings that we.
Beautiful. Today, just to finish up, we explored the hero's journey and the heroine's journey, and the contrast, a couple of chapters in the book, and how we apply those themes to our storytelling and writing. And I issued everyone a 24-hour challenge, which I give every week. And it was to find the sit spot in nature and connect our heroine's journey with that of Mother Nature and our story in that premise. And I'm interested, this is a final question, because I know you're a nature-connected human being. I wanted to just ask you the importance of nature in your writing and storytelling.
I think for me, I grew up in God's own country, which is Kerala. It's beautiful. I've been always surrounded by nature. My father, who's my father figure, and my mom, we both love our gardens. Our gardens are where we are. The water is where I get my calm and my peace. So everything is surrounded, or all my stories where I feel sad, where I feel upset, I always go back and I lean into nature. That's what actually gives me my energy. It's
Mm,
the plants, it's the animals, it's that outdoor. Um, it just inspires me.
mm,
I don't know what it is. I wish in my writing I'll probably explain it, but it just
mm,
recharges me. That's
mm,
where I get my energy.
that's beautiful. And I'm really looking forward to the closing circle, because that will be sitting around the fire circle in nature, sharing our stories and sharing and celebrating what we've achieved, but also setting our intentions. And I'm sure there's going to be quite a lot of emotion and another level of belonging that will permeate that circle. So I can't wait for that. Thank you, Kirsty. Any final words of advice to a fledgling writer?
Do it. Don't doubt yourself. Just pick up your book, even just journal. Just start with one line and let it continue.
Wonderful. Thanks, Kirsty. Have a beautiful day, and I hope you get to do some writing.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.